Today I'm trying something crazy that could change the game for drone fishing. This ultra-budget drone was never meant for fishing. The manufacturer even warns against it. If this works, we'll have a fishing drone that fits right into our tackle box and costs about the same as a good fishing reel. Hey there, Mark from Fishing Reminder here. Today I'm attempting something the manufacturer would probably call insane, turning this tiny budget drone into a fishing drone. Here's what got me thinking. This little guy has GPS, return to home, and an amazing range. All the tech features of the big fishing drones. The only question is, does it have enough lifting power to carry out our bait? If this crazy idea actually works, think about what this means. A fishing drone you can literally take anywhere, and that also fits into your tackle box. No more lugging around bulky equipment. As long as the weather's calm, you could have a drone fishing capability wherever you go. So let's see if this simple DIY bait release that I've rigged up will actually work with this tiny drone. The manufacturer says it won't, but I've got a feeling they might just be wrong. Here's the Ruko drone, and of course it doesn't have any bait release mechanism on it. So my idea was to just use a cable tie, and this is my old Clothespin release. Super simple, just a Clothespin with a little bit of string. So I'm gonna attach that with a cable tie, like so. It holds pretty good. It's not going anywhere. Now this is just a temporary solution just for testing right now. If it works, I might glue a little hook to the bottom of the drone. This is my release for that drone. Like I showed you in previous videos how I use this release. I'm only using a lightweight 3-ounce sinker and just one hook dropper. So there's one hook only because I don't want to use too much weight straight away. And the way I use my drones, always with this sort of tension release, I just clip that little loop that I made out of 200-pound mono into my Clothespin. I will fly out the drone, and once I want to release, I just close the bail arm and it will just come out. Now the question is the drone strong enough to pull this out on its own? Or is it the last time we've seen the drone? We're just gonna set the drone up, get this ready to fly. I'm gonna put one anchovy on my hook here, and we're just gonna see if we can fly that out for 200, maybe 300 meters. Calibrate one time. Okay, so the drone is ready. Now I'm just gonna put anchovy onto my hook here. Salted anchovy, and we'll see how that goes. Will this work? That's the question. We might try to drop it first here over the sand one time. Seems to be okay. It seems to be able to handle that. So I'm just gonna fly forward and see if that will pull out. Easy. Let's see if we can get it out into the water. It doesn't have any sensors on it, this drone, so that's actually quite good. This time we're gonna do a proper cast, aim for 250 meters. Oh, got stuck on the package. I'll just clip it in here. Let's go. Seems pretty easy. We got it 200 meters, so close. Yep, all right. Well, that was successful. Came off quite easily. I think I should set the drone to its sport mode so it flies faster out and we don't get any slack line on the open bail arm. Isn't that amazing? So that little drone managed to fly this bait out. Definitely has enough power to do so. So that was actually successful. I didn't think it's gonna go that smooth. That's definitely the smallest fishing drone. I actually brought another rig here that has 2 hooks on it. It's my standard 2-hook rig for drone fishing and a little bit of a heavier sinker. It's a 4-ounce and not a 3-ounce. I might try that next. But actually I'm really excited now because that was successful. I was always looking for like a little fishing drone, something that I can use with maybe one hook, or even for trout fishing, just fly out little baits and I don't have to carry so much. That's a really cool little mini fishing drone. And it's really cheap as well. If you want to get one of those, I'll leave the links in here as well. So far we did 1 drop and the battery still shows 100%, so I'm not so sure. I think it's 1 down here. Oops, oh shit. Buries itself in the sand here. It's not the best spot we picked here today. We should have brought a little tarp. I didn't think it's gonna be that wet here. 1 dot down on the battery. It's got like 4 blue lights. So now I just changed this here to my 2-hook dropper rig. It just adds a little bit more weight, and we're gonna try this. And this time we're gonna try to fly it out a little bit further as well. Okay, let's get it started and try that with the 2 hooks. I'll just do it like before. I hover it and then I clip it on. It's a budget drone, doesn't fly quite as stable as a DJI, but we don't expect that. You hold that please. And I'll clip that in here. I'm gonna switch that to sport mode now so we get more speed. Off you go. Give it a bit of a height. I definitely get a bit better speed now. Okay, we're already at 200 meters almost. We're going strong. 200, the line is hitting the water, but it's okay. 280, and now close the bail arm, Haitian. Should have dropped it, I think. I can see the Clothespin when it swings forward without bait on it. How good is that? Now I could hit the return to home button, but I'm just gonna fly the drone back manually. Pretty good transmission distance here at the 360 meters, not a problem. Could easily do probably a 450, 500 meter drop as well. And it's got some nice LED lights on it, so you can see it easy in the dark as well. I'm quite happy with the result that we achieved here today. I wouldn't have thought that it flies so good with some weight on it. And the good thing is that it also comes standard with 2 batteries. We're still at like 80% battery after 2 drops. The green bar here indicates the battery, so it's still 80% full. So with the 2 batteries, you can do a lot of drops. I could probably do at least 2 more drops on this battery, so 4 drops, and then another 4 drops with the other battery. Maybe 5, maybe 10 drops in total. So that's actually not too bad with a 2 hook. I wouldn't go more than the weight I put on now, like the 2 hooks and the sinker, the 3-ounce sinker. Probably wouldn't add much more weight, not to overheat those motors. Yeah, those LED lights are pretty good. They're easy to see in the dark. White lights and blue lights in the back, but those white front LED lights are pretty helpful when you bring the drone back in the dark.
Where are you? Oh, there. Yes, yes, yes. Kawaii, right? Nice kawaii. Almost lose the fish. Just hooked up on the beach. Oh yeah, nice fat kawaii actually. Very fat. Wow, wow. Quite big. Come on. Great.
Good catch on the Ruko drone.
Wow, wow.
Nice blue, shiny colors actually. Happy with that. Proof's in the pudding. The drone is working really good for surf casting, and it's such a small, little lightweight, super budget, cheap drone. So it ticks all the boxes that you need for a bait drop drone. Strong motors, high wind resistance, a long transmission distance, and a stable flight with a GPS return to home. On our second attempt to use the drone for fishing, something went a little bit wrong. Let me quickly show you what happened here. So we started setting up the drone as we usually do. Because I only have a very thin loop on my sinker, I just put some rubber around my Clothespin. And with a rubber band, this holds that nicely and tight with a thin loop that I have here. That's very thin mono. Just a little bit of a pull and comes out. Enough pull for the Ruko to handle. I think that's the perfect tension we got now. Alright, ready? And okay, drop.
I didn't drop. Can't drop. Doesn't drop. It doesn't drop.
It's too much tension for the drone, it seems.
It's coming back with the bait on still. Couldn't drop the bait. Too much tension.
So what happened here is that we flew the drone out about 280 meters and realized we can't drop the bait. It just wouldn't come off. So we had to fly it back to shore while the Haitian was reeling in all the line, and I was just trying to see why that doesn't come off. So just pulling hard on the line, and yeah, it just doesn't release the bait because of that extra rubber band. The drone is not strong enough for that. So I had to remove the rubber band and try again. Okay, let's try again, but hopefully now we don't have too little tension on there. So we learned that you really have to check the tension release before you actually fly out the drone to see if the line will release or not. Half the battery is already used up now from that close the bail arm. Yep.
Oh, yep. Sunny. Success. Take some time.
So when you use this drone, you only can use a very low tension. If the tension is too high, it won't be able to pull the line free. With us mucking around, we already used up half of the battery, first battery, but we managed to do a successful cast in the end, 270 meters out there. But it's definitely not, a fishing drone like you expect from the Ruko drone or even from my DJI Phantom 3. These drones, they have a lot of power, so for them it's very easy to actually pull the line loose even if you put a lot of tension on that cloth pack. But the Ruko is just not powerful enough for that. So just keep that in mind if you want to use that drone. So it's very good to use for very light fishing, light scenarios, fishing with 2 small baits, mainly maximum, and where you don't have a lot of wind and stuff, and you can get away with just a little bit of tension. Something was on, but now it feels like it's stuck unless it's a stingray.
Oh, oh, yeah. Something wrong.
Maybe the line was just getting a little bit stuck over that sandbank there. Hopefully we won't lose it because there's a bit of a sandbank now sticking out here. It's coming in sideways. Oh, there we go. That's a rig.
And this bait is gone. The first one might have 2 on there.
Oh, that's a nice rig. Perfect. We got our dinner sorted. Winter rig shark. We thought first a spiny dog, but he was fighting quite a bit. Now when you use this ultralight tension, you don't always feel when the bait actually releases. I was flying at least another 100 meters out there because I thought it wasn't released yet. Should have used the downward facing camera the whole time so I can actually see what's going on here on the screen. Lots of people, when they want to get into drone fishing, they think, oh, it is really expensive, or it's risky, I might lose an expensive drone. And that's true. If you buy a drone for like $5,000 and an expensive electric winch or reel for another $2,000 and you lose your drone, that's a real pain in the ass, that's not very good. And that's why lots of people probably think drone fishing is very expensive, but it doesn't have to be. You can get this drone for $180 on special. Even if it's not on special, you get it for like $250 maybe, that's US dollars. That's not a lot for a drone with 2 batteries and a GPS functionality and this long distance range. It's cable ties you can get from a $2 shop, and a cloth bag you can just steal from your neighbors if you don't have your own cloth bags. We just have a surf caster with a just normal surf casting reel. We got a Shimano Airlex reel. It's a cheap surf casting reel and it holds about 700 meters of 30-pound braid. More than enough. You don't fish more than 300-400 meters out there. That's all you need. So a super cheap way to get into drone fishing, and I'm very excited. Now it won't work if you're the type of person that likes to fish with maybe 5 hooks and long lines. Then you need a stronger drone, like for example the Ruko Pro drone that we've been showing you guys. That's the best fishing drone out there. But if you just need something lightweight to fly out maybe 2 hooks, this is definitely a good and very cheap drone to use. If you're interested in this drone, then also make sure to check out the comprehensive review we made about this drone just for normal use. I'll leave the link in the description as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found the video helpful, and we see you soon.